Hello folks, this is Les Goldstein, President of Personal Financial Strategies Incorporated with your April 2015 Educational Economic Update. In this month's video, we'll talk about some of the major economic headlines from last month and give you some insight into what they might mean for you as an investor. Please stay tuned at the end for a required disclosure statement. First quarter earnings season kicked off in April as U.S. firms reported on their performance in the first 3 months of the year. So far, the news is mixed. Out of 280 out of 500 S&P 500 firms reporting, overall profits were up a respectable 9.1%. However, top-line revenue was flat, and many firms missed their revenue targets. These results indicate that U.S. firms struggled with weak demand and that earnings came from carefully controlling costs rather than organic growth. The revenue misses were especially stark among firms that depend on global sales. The strong U.S. dollar has hurt conversion rates into dollars and made it more expensive to buy U.S. products overseas. Volatile oil prices and soft global growth also affected many firms. On the positive side, firms were still able to squeeze out some respectable profits. We'll wait and see as the remaining 220 firms on the S&P 500 continue to report their earnings for the first quarter. We also got our first look at quarter one economic growth. The advanced estimate of gross domestic product, often referred to as GDP, showed the economy basically ground to a halt in the first quarter, growing just 0.2% for the quarter ended March 30th. Though this early report is based on incomplete data, we can see that exports have plunged, businesses slashed investments, and consumers held on to their wallets and their pocketbooks for dear life. How much of this weakness is still with us in the second quarter? That's the big question that economists will need to answer. So far, we know that consumer spending edged up in March and that wages increased in the first quarter, giving Americans more money to spend for consumption purposes. Hopefully, a warmer summer will give consumer spending and business activity the boost that it appears to need. Last month, Federal Reserve Open Market Committee meeting was also a major event. Investors watched the meeting closely to see if the Fed would offer any guidance about future interest rate increases. Instead, the Fed completely removed all calendar references from official statements indicating that a mid-June rise is very unlikely. So we'll have to stay tuned to the Fed and Janet Yellen for what's next regarding change in Federal Reserve interest rates. The takeaway for investors is that the Fed is being very sensitive to the economy and to financial markets and isn't ready to commit to rising interest rates at the current time. This is good news because it shows that the Fed is being very cautious and won't make any sudden moves. As we all know, the stock market does not like sudden moves. In the weeks ahead, investors will be thinking hard about whether first quarter weakness is continuing into the second quarter. While some of that can be attributed to seasonal winter factors that have faded with the change in seasons and the warmer weather, currency issues and oil price volatility may still be with us for the foreseeable future. As always, we're keeping a close eye on the economic environment and how it impacts our clients. And we will let you know when circumstances warrant any change to existing client strategies. That's it for April 2015 Educational Economic Update. As always, if you have any questions, you can call me, Les Goldstein, or Robert Hart, VP of Personal Financial Strategies Incorporated, or Yvonne Haverland, or Richard Huberger, We can be reached at 847-268-3670. Happy to take your call. Now I'd like to share with you some upcoming events that are in the PFS calendar, and if you go to our website, personalfinancialstrategies.net, you'll be able to see all of them. First of all, June 3rd, we will be teaching our Big Picture Retirement Planning Workshop at Oakton College in Des Plaines. If you'd like to sign up, please call Yvonne at 847-268-3670, extension 104. The class is June 3, June 10, and June 17 in the evening at Oakton College in Des Plaines. Second, we will be having our second wine tasting of the year here in the office June 18th. As of this morning, we had 11 spots left. Please reach out to Sherry. She's extension 100. If you'd like to come, let her know your name, your contact information, and the information on any guests you'd like to bring. Finally, we will be having a conversation on annuities and income benefit riders on June 23. This will be a private client and guest dinner at McCormick and Schmick. Invitations will be going out soon. So to summarize, Big Picture Retirement Planning Workshop, June 3. June 18 is our wine tasting. I believe we're going to be sampling summer seasonal wines with a wonderful sommelier and educator. And June 23 is an annuity dinner at McCormick and Schmick. We'll be talking about annuities and creating private pensions with their income benefit riders. Thank you very much. We look forward to speaking with you soon. As always, opinions expressed are subject to change without notice and are not intended as investment advice or a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Please consult with us here at Personal Financial Strategies Incorporated before making any investment decision. This is Les Goldstein signing off for April 2015.